Texas. And my, oh my, how times have changed. We just got through a huge heat wave, and now we got flash floods. As a matter of fact, we had flash floods in the Dallas-Fort Worth area overnight and into today, with flooding roads requiring rescue efforts and cars floating down streets. In some areas, the rainfall totals would be considered a 1 in 1,000 year flood. Rain continues to fall in and around Dallas, with some gauges have recorded more than 10 inches so far. A record-breaking 3 inches of rain was also recorded in 1 hour at the Dallas-Fort Worth Airport. 3 inches in 1 hour. There's a continued risk for life-threatening flash flooding. The risk of damage from the floods is considerable, warning residents not to drive on flooded roads. Don't drown. Turn around. Flash flood warnings have also been issued for the Fort Worth and Canton, Texas area. You go, Canton, be careful. In some isolated cases, the rainfall would qualify as I mentioned, a 1 in 1,000 flood. The downpour marked the latest such flood that has occurred over the past few weeks across the United States. While controversial, the term is used to describe a rainfall event, which is a 1 in 1,000 year rain that's expected once in every 1,000 years, meaning it only has a 0.1% chance of happening in any given year. So 99.9% of the time, it's not going to rain this much. There was a weather gauge in Harris County. That tickles. Okay. A weather gauge in Harris County recorded nearly 40% of its typical annual rainfall in just 12 hours. That was 12.6 inches of rain. Water levels at Trinity River in Dallas are expected to enter minor flood stage Monday into Tuesday. I'll guarantee you by Wednesday they'll be in major flood stage. Such rates of precipitation are also impossible for the soil and the roads to absorb without having major runoff, which that's what causes the flash flooding. After the flooding rains move out of Dallas, they're expected to track, along Interstate 20 to our good friends in Shreveport, Louisiana. Be careful, Louisiana. The National Weather Service Prediction Center has issued a moderate risk of excessive rainfall for northeastern Texas and northwestern Louisiana, with only about 3 to 5 inches of rain expected, but in a rate of 2 to 3 inches per hour, so they won't be able to absorb it either. More excessive rain is expected Tuesday, with the moderate risk for heavy rainfall spreading farther across northern Louisiana, and into parts of Alabama. Before Monday's rainfall, the Dallas-Fort Worth area was in the midst of, as I mentioned, a substantial drought and heat wave. All of Dallas County has been experiencing at least extreme drought for the past 3 months. At one point, Dallas had dozens of days above 100 degrees and 67 days in a row without any rainfall, a streak that was finally broken August 9th. Now, as a complete reversal, it's going to be the wettest August for Dallas since 1899. The heavy rainfall across Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, and Oklahoma stemmed from an overlap of extreme moisture and a forceful triggering mechanism. When flooding struck the Dallas area, parts of north central and northeastern Texas were under flood watches, an alert level that is below flood warnings, until noon Central Time Monday, including Dallas, Rockwell, and Delta counties. The National Weather Service warned of rainfall totals of 2 to 5 inches, with some isolated amounts in excess of 8 inches. Yeehaw! Local news outlets reported shared videos. People swam into murky floodwaters, their vehicles abandoned on roadsides with their alarms blaring. We won't play that. So we got to make sure to look out for You can see all these clouds. Phew, all the clouds bringing more rain. So let's pray for the people in Texas and Dallas and Louisiana and Alabama, and make sure that hopefully they don't get all the rain and all the flooding that we have in Texas. Thanks, everybody. Don't forget to tell your friends and family, subscribe to Minnesota and Oregon. Yahoo! Later!